Welcome everybody. We are from Maths and Science channel. Maths and Science channel. Today we brought a very good algebraic equation which looks very simple but complex in nature. Here in this lecture we have to solve an equation e to the power of x is equal to x. It looks very simple but complex in nature and complex to solve. Here in this, let us learn how to solve this equation and how to plot it and what type of solutions are available for this equation. Let us go ahead. The given question is e to the power of x is equal to x. We have to solve it and plot it. Let us go for the solution. Initially, let us try for the real solutions, real value solutions. Let us say function x is equal to e to the power of x minus x. There will be a solution if function x is equal to 0. There will be solution if function x is equal to 0 for any real value of x for real solution. That means if x is real and if function x is equal to 0 for any value of real number, then there exists a solution. We have to solve e to the power of x is equal to x. That we are writing it as function x is equal to e to the power of x minus x. And we have to find a certain value of x in real numbers such that function x is equal to 0. Then the above equation is solvable. Let us try to find. Let us take x is equal to 0. Then what happens to function x? Function 0 is equal to e to the power of 0 minus 0. What is the value of e to the power of 0? That is 1. 1 minus 0, 1. That means function 0 is not equal to 0. Hence there is no solution at x is equal to 0. Second, let us say x is equal to 1. What is a function 1? That is e to the power of 1 minus 1. That is 2.78 minus 1. That implies function 1 is not equal to 0. That means it does not have roots as 0 and 1. Now let us go for x is equal to minus 1. What will be function minus 1? That is e to the power of minus 1 minus 1. What is e to the power of minus 1? 1 by e minus 1. That implies 1 by e is 1 by 2.78. That's approximately 0.33 or 0.34. 0.34 minus 1, that is a negative value. Function minus 1 is not equal to 0 but less than 0. Here function 1 is not equal to 0 but greater than 0. Here function 0 is not equal to 0 but equal to greater than 0, we can say. That means at x is equal to 1, the value of function is greater than 0. At x is equal to minus 1, the value of function is less than 0. Can we say that there is a solution between x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 1? But at x is equal to 0, it does not have a solution. X is equal to 1, there is no solution. That means between x 0 and 1, there is no solution. For 0 and minus 1, there is no solution. It implies when x is greater than 0, that means 0 to 1, the value increases, function x increases. When x is less than 0, function x is, what is happening? Its value is becoming negative. 1 by e minus 1. Then if it is minus 2, it will be 1 by e square minus 2. Let us say x is equal to minus 2. Function minus 2 will be e to the power of minus 2 minus 2. 1 by e square minus 2. That implies function minus 2 is not equal to 0 but less than 0. Function x value decreasing because it is gaining the negative values. When x is equal to 0, function x is increasing, it is gaining positive values. But when x is equal to 0, function x is not equal to 0. Please try to understand this concept. Please try to understand this, it is very important for any function. When function when x is greater than 0, function x is increasing positively. When x is less than 0, function x is decreasing. That means it is gaining the negative values. When x is equal to 0, function x is not equal to 0. That means when x is greater than 0, function x is increasing. That means function x is more than 0. When x is less than 0, function x is decreasing. Function x is less than 0. You might be seeing. Here we will write function x is greater than 0. Function x is less than 0. Yet x is equal to 0, function x is equal to 1 at any point of time. For any value, whether x is greater than 0 or whether x is less than 0 or whether x is equal to 0, there is no real value which makes function x is equal to 0. That means there is no real x, rather we will write real number x for which function x is equal to 0. That implies function x does not have a real solution. That means answer is, for real solution, e to the power of x is equal to x does not have real solution. That means there is no real number which satisfies the equation e to the power of x is equal to x. Hence, e to the power of x is equal to x has no real solution, does not have any real solution. Now, as far as the complex solutions, as we proceed further in the classes, I will be teaching about complex numbers. At present, I am dealing with the real numbers only. As far as complex numbers are concerned, you can refer to any good textbook on Lambert W function, Lambert W function, and you can find that x has a number of non-trivial solutions in complex plane. In complex plane is like this. I will teach you. I am only giving a small brief. Complex number is not a single number. It's a plane. It is y, it is x, complex plane. It is, let us say, 1, 2 means on y-axis 2, on x-axis 1. This is nothing but complex plane when there is a number called, we can even say z. 1, 2. This is nothing but 1 plus 2i, where I is equal to square root of minus 1. These complex numbers I will be teaching when we go further. But I will give the final solution which you can try. When I teach complex numbers, I will definitely come back on this and I will give the solution. The approximate complex number solution will be x is approximately equal to 0.318 plus or minus 1.337 I. When we take only real numbers, no solution for e to the power of x is equal to x. This is complex number solution. Now, this is one part of the problem. Now we have to plot function x. It has no solution, but we can plot it. Now next part is how to plot it. What is the given equation? E to the power of x is equal to x. That implies function x is equal to e to the power of x minus x. Now let us try to draw the graph. If you have seen here, yet x is equal to 0, function x is equal to 1. At x is greater than 0, function x is increasing. At x is less than 0, function x is decreasing, gaining the negative values. That means function x is equal to 1 is the minimum value. If you see, a function is at a particular value 0. If you move one side, that means positive side of the x-axis, function is increasing. When you move to the negative side of the x-axis, function is gaining negative values. Even the absolute value is decreasing. At function x is equal to 0, it has a constant value. Then how we draw it? Please, let us not find out any values, let us draw it. We can easily draw it. You just see. First condition is, from the previous discussion, x is greater than 0 implies function x is greater than 0 and increasing exponentially because e to the power of x is there. That means this condition is shown as like this. This is x, this is function x. When x is 0, greater than 0, it is gaining. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is when x is equal to greater than 0, it is gaining. I am not touching x is equal to 0 now. It is gaining like this because it's an exponential equation. Now, second condition is x is less than 0. Try to visualize how we draw the graphs. That implies function x is less than 0, decreasing, but the absolute value is increasing in negative way. That means it is just opposite of this. This is minus x, this is x, this is y, or function x, let us say. What is happening? When x is, we are not talking about x is equal to 0 here, x is less than 0. That means it will be in this. X is less than 0, this is increasing. We are not touching the exponentially increasing. We are not touching at x is equal to 0. What is happening? Now you just see, here it is like this, here it is like this. Now, third condition is when x is equal to 0, what is happening? Function x has a unique value 1, constant value. That means this is x, this is function x, and x is equal to 0, the value function x is equal to 1, 0, 1. Function x is never 0 in real numbers. I am drawing the plot with real numbers. Function x is never 0. That means when we combine these three graphs, graph 1, graph 2 and graph 3, we will get the final plot of function x is equal to e to the power of x minus x is given as finally it will be here we have seen for different values yet x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1 or function x is equal to 1 at x greater than 0 it goes like this, and x less than 0, for example at x is equal to greater than 0 up to infinity, what happens? Function x is equal to e to the power of infinity minus infinity. That means it goes e to the power of infinity is infinity. It has no value, it is asymptotically it will be increasing because it is increasing exponentially. Asymptotic. Then at x is equal to minus infinity, what happens? Function x is equal to e to the power of minus infinity minus minus infinity. That is equal to e to the power of minus infinity is 0. 0 minus minus infinity, that is plus infinity. In both the sides, this will be in this. Here growth will be exponential, here growth will not be exponential, it will be like this. It's a bell-shaped curve. Function x is equal to e to the power of x minus x. This is the point where function x has a minimum value, that is at 0, and its value is 1. Now, from this, we got the conclusions. Answers as solution. No real solutions for e to the power of x is equal to x. When we plot it, bell-shaped curve, is formed. It has a minimum value of function x is equal to e to the power of x minus x is 1 at x is equal to 0. The value of function x increases to plus infinity on either side of y-axis. Hence it is a bell-shaped curve. The final plot is like this. Minus x, this is plus x, it is like this. This is the solution. Please clear your concepts regarding exponential function plotting and exponential function solving. And we are from Maths and Science channel, especially designed for Maths Olympiad preparation and JEE preparation. These lectures are for mathematics. Please subscribe to my channel. I have already released around 10 videos. I will be giving the links of the videos in the description, some of the links. You can go to my channel Maths and Science and you can browse the different videos there. And I have started dealing in algebra first. I have taken algebra as the first topic. I will be taking up geometry after 2 or 3 classes of algebra. I will be parallelly starting geometry also. Algebra and geometry. These are the very important subjects which have good amount of weightage in your Olympiad examination or JEE examination. This is regarding exponential functions, solution and plotting. Thanks a lot for listening to me. Thanks a lot for seeing my video. Please subscribe to my channel Maths and Science to get the regular updates. Thank you. Best of luck.